Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy lunchtime. This is your lunchtime live for all those that got a chance to tune in while you're snacking on your little food and eating your little food. I'm Donovan Darius coming to you guys live. Came to you earlier today talking about 5 ways to affectionately love. Show some love to someone that you love, affectionately love someone. And then right now I want to come to you real quick with a quick little tip talking about how you can be more agreeable with people and have peace with other people. 5 tips on being more agreeable with people and having peace with other people. I know how it is when you're working on a job. Everybody has their personalities. Everybody has their ways in which they see things, they do things. Everybody has their ways in which that they want to do things. And so the key to what we're going to talk about today, 5 ways in which that you can be more agreeable with other people and walk in peace with other people, even when what's up pop, even though when you're not even in agreement with other people. So the number one way in which that you can be more agreeable with people while keeping peace with other people is find out about both sides of the situation. You know how it is. You know how we are. A lot of times we know what we know. We know how we feel. We know what it means to us because it makes an impressionable part about who we are. And in matter of fact, we can take that to the bank. But finding out about both sides about it, that's kind of like applying the whole principle of empathy, trying to understand somebody else's situation. Try to find out where are they coming from, where are they coming from. Take a pause, take a moment before you start just blotting out why you should have it the way you want to have it. Think about it. Why is it that they're thinking about it the way that they want to do it? So try to find out their situation. You know what I mean? What point they're coming from. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is, as Dale said, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is even better. Applied knowledge is even better. So once you get that knowledge and you apply it, then it helps out, it keeps peace with other people. That's number one. So finding out both sides of each situation. Number 2, state your thoughts and feelings. We're talking about being assertive. We're not talking about letting people walk all over you. Keeping peace with other people, when trying to agree with other people and keeping peace with other people, is not about allowing people to walk all over you. It's about being assertive. There's a difference between being assertive and being aggressive. Aggressive is basically when you're expressing who you are and what it is that you want, disregarding how it makes that other person feel. But being assertive basically is you expressing how you feel about the situation, understanding that you can respect what other people are saying, even though you may agree to disagree, but you are going to make sure that you're going to express how you feel about that situation. And so again, finding out and stating your thoughts and your opinion. That's number 2. Number 3, find common purpose in those things that move the ball forward. Think about this. There's always something that you can agree on. There's always something that you can agree on. You may not understand. You might not agree with all the bells and the whistles and all the I's and the I's that's dotted and the T's that's crossed. But if you can find out what is it that moves the ball forward, how can you move forward? Sometimes you may be able to move forward a lot. Other times you may be able to move forward just a little bit. But try to find out what moves the ball forward. What can you agree to disagree on, and can you move forward in this? It's basically kind of like saying, you know what, I hear what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree everything with what you're saying, but at the end of the day, this is what we want. We want to win. We want to move. We want to do better. We want to complete this job. We want to complete this task, don't we? Yes, we do. And so the way that we can do that, what can you do? And the best way that I always learn to try to move the ball forward is by asking questions, by putting it on the other person to figure out what it is that we do. It's kind of like a question that you can ask a person. It's kind of like saying, you know what, this is how I feel about it. This is how you feel about it. What do you think that we can do that can help us move the ball forward? And so again, a method in which that we can be agreeable while keeping peace with other people is basically finding out a way that we can move the ball forward. And number 4, find a solution that answers the question or consider the other individual ideas. You know what? Sometimes, as we said, we may not have all the information, but sometimes considering the other person's idea, it is important to do the capital C word, compromise. It is important to compromise in this situation. You may, as they say, you may not always win the battle, but you may win the war by picking your battles wisely. It's not important for you to win the battle every single time, but finding out and basically trying to find solutions and answer questions that considers the other individual's ideas. Find out, ask some questions, find out to them why is that important to you? Why do you think we need to do it this way? What is your experience with that? When's the last time you did that? And how did that work out for you? Dale said when you stop learning and think you know it all, you're dead. Well, exactly. You're dead. You may not die exactly, but at the end of the day, the idea of you move forward may die. The fact of you guys trying to figure out and come to a conclusion may pass away. So that's number 4. Find a solution that answers the questions or considers the other's individual ideal. Find a solution. So you're being solution oriented. Remember, be solution oriented. There are some people, and I've been around them, and I'm sure you have been around them too. It just seems like they're not solution oriented. It just seems like for days they can just go on and on and on and on about how much you disagree about how much how far apart you are. But find out the best that you can. What do you agree on? What do you agree on? What do you where are you starting at? And what can help move the ball forward? So number 4, find solutions. Find solutions that answers the questions or considers the other person's individual idea. Think about it. All a person wants to do, all we want to do at the end of the day is we want to be heard, we want to be understood. When we're heard and we're understood, it helps break down the walls of defense. And once we're heard and once we're understood, it allows us to be more open and be more receptive to being able to adjust to the situation. So again, find solutions that considers the other person's ideal. And number 5, as we talked about, learn the art of compromise. Learn the art of compromise. Compromising is basically saying that it's not has to be your way. It doesn't have to be my way, but it has to be our way. That's the whole component of being a team. You may work for yourself, but when you're working with other people, you're working as a team. And so thank you for, so the thing is think about it. How can we compromise? How can we come up with some of your way? And how can we come up with some of our way? And when we think about how can we do that, think about it. Think about it. It moves the ball closer to the end of the goal. It moves the job closer to completion. It allows you can do this with your children. You know how it is raising teenagers. I mean, I raised 5 kids, ages 29, 22, 20, and 18, and now 12 years old. And you know how it is, how they know it all. They've been there, they done that, all that, and they ain't been nowhere. They have no idea what they talking about. They may know some stuff, you know what I'm saying, but they don't know it all. So I'm gonna give them credit for some of the stuff that they do know. But understand this, you may have to compromise. Like, you can't stay out until 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Can't stay out until 11 o'clock. But what you can do is at 10:30, you can start winding that thing down, and you can compromise. You can kind of go from there. Or hey, you may not be able to go ahead and have this person drive you there, but here's what we'll do. I'll drive you, and then I'll stay in the car, and I'll let you guys go ahead and have some fun, and go ahead and do what it is that you're going to do for those individuals that's not driving at this moment. So again, learning the art of compromise. And so what we're talking about today is 5 methods to be more agreeable while keeping peace with others. That's the most important thing we're trying to do. Keep peace with other people. Keeping peace, walking forward, you know what I'm saying, completing the goal, finishing the goal, and being together. And so again, I hope that helped you. Hope at least one of those components, you know what I'm saying, stuck out to you. You know what I'm saying, at least one of those things stuck out to you, and you can gravitate to it, and it helps you as you continue to walk out your path towards greatness and you transform your life. So transform your life, by walking with peace with other people, by learning to be more agreeable with them and having peace with them. All right? So listen, y'all enjoy the rest of your lunch today, man. Have an awesome one. I just finished eating some Chick-fil-A. I just had me a #2 spicy chicken sandwich, you know what I'm saying, with some potato wedges and you wouldn't believe it, cookies and cream milkshake. Cookies and cream milkshake. So listen, y'all enjoy yourself. Have a great one. And y'all have a great one, man. I'll talk to you guys later on the next one. Peace out.